The learning is Nishmas, Etta, Ahuva, Maseches Kesubos Perek Ches, Mishna Ches. We're continuing that we left off in the last Mishnah by Yavam. The Kesubos on Lichsei Baila Harishan. The chasam of the Achameis is Meshubah to the Kesuba. The Mishnah says, he can't decide to say, here's money that's going to be Meshubah to your Kesuba, and let me sell the property. So all his property of the Achameis is Achroi to her Kesuba. A regular husband can't tell his wife the same thing, that your ksuva is muneches ala shulchan, here's money. Ela kol nechasav achron l'ksuvasa. Rather, all his property is achroi to the ksuva. If he would sell it, and then he would die or divorce her, she would be able to be goiva from the lekuches. Gersha, we're going back to the case of a yavam. If he does yibum and then he divorces her, now ein la ela ksuva, she only gets the mois haksuva. So the Gemara explains this is coming to say, but if he didn't divorce her, like in the first line in the Mishnah, while he's still married to her, then he's not allowed to sell the property of the Ach Hames. Hachzira harehi kechol hanashim. If he remarries her afterwards, then she's like all other ladies. Ve'in la el ksuvasa bilvad. All she gets is the mois of the ksuva, like it was originally from the Nichsei Baila Harishan. Just to speak out that there's a difference between a yavam and a baal. A yavam is not allowed to sell the property of the Achames. But by a Baal, he is allowed to sell his own property. Avadi, he could sell his own property. It's his own property, he could do what he wants with it. But she could be goyva melekuchas la'achamisa or gerishin. Perek Tes Mishnah Aleph, HaKoisev le'ishtoi, and the Gemara says, Hu adin ambira, din v'dvarim eili b'nachsayich, I'm being misalik myself from your property. And the Gemara explains that you're not allowed to do this after Nesuin, then you would have to use a Lashon of Matana, giving it to her. But Ba'ida Arusa, you're doing it Ba'ida Arusa, and therefore Lashon of Silik helps. Now let's just be makdim in this Mishnah, there's three zchusim that the Baal has in the property of the Nichsei Melug. He's Oichel Peres Bechayeha, La'achar Misa Yarshins it, and the third thing is that if she would sell it, the Mechira would be Batal. So in our Mishnah, there's going to be three categories of Silik. In the first case of Silik, you only misalik yourself from the Machav and Asna Batal. In the second case of Silik, you misalik yourself from the Peris also. And in the third case in our Mishnah, you're going to be misalik yourself also from the Halacha of Yerusha. So let's see it inside now. So that Lashon is mashma only from the Halacha of Machav and Asna Batal. So she would go ahead and sell it, the mechira would be kayim, but he's still oichel peres bechayeh, and if she dies, he's still yarsha, right? Areza oichel peres bechayeh, meisa yarshim, kein lo makasa ladim edvar meinim enasayich, legabi what is the silik, shemachav enasna kayim. The second case of the Mishnah is kasav ladim edvar meinim enasayich v'peres seyin, so now he uses the lashon imim misalik himself from the peres, and now areza ein oichel peres bechayeh, can't eat the peres anymore. But in meisa yarsha, legabi that, he wasn't misalik himself. If she dies, he still yarshins her. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, he argues on one prat that lo'ilam oichel peri peres ad sheyichtel ladim edvar meinim enasayich v'peres seyin v'peres seyin ad oilam, that he's also only misalik himself from the peres, but not from the peri peres. What's peri peres? If a karka makes peris and they sell those peris and they buy another karka and he has peris from those karka, that's peri peris. And the third case in the Mishnah is kasav lo dim b'dvarim eini b'nechsayich u'v'perisein u'v'peri-perisein b'chayechel v'maisecha. Over here he adds the words that he's also misalik himself la'achar misa en mechayim. So now ein oichel peris b'chayeh, he's not oichel peres b'chayeh. V'mesa in a yarsha, even la'achar misa, he's misalik himself, and he no longer yarshins her. Shimon Gamliel Omer in Mesa Yershani, he argues on that Yerusha. You can never be misalik yourself from Yerusha. Because he holds Yerusha's habal as the Raisa. The Gemara comes out that we paskin Kirub Shimon Gamliel v'loy mitamei, because we paskin that Yerusha's habal is the Rabbanon. But afal pikein, you can't be misalik yourself from it, because chachamim also chizik l'divrayim kishel Torah. One other thing that the Gemara speaks out, that the reason why by silik it's not misalik himself from everything unless he clearly says it, is because Yad Bal Hashtar ala Tachtoina, since she's coming to change from the original halacha of that he has these chusim, So it would have to be clear enough to say that he was actually misalik himself. Otherwise, he could say, I wasn't misalik myself from that thing. The other teretz in the Gemara is that the word b'nechsayich, when in the first case, when he said ein li bel nechsayich, that's clear that the word b'nechsayich is dafka referring to the halacha of machar v'nosna, that it would be batal.